Hello, good morning students. In the previous lecture, thermal engineering, we have already discussed the first law, statements of the first law, limitations of the first law, and also we have studied the statements of the second law of thermodynamics. Now we'll see what are the applications of the second law of thermodynamics. See, there are three applications, say heat engine, heat pump and refrigerator. Now we will discuss these applications one by one. Okay. Now first we will see heat engine. The first application of the second law is the heat engine. Now what is heat engine? Heat engine is a device which is used to convert the heat energy into useful work. Okay. Now this engine receives QH quantity of heat from high temperature reservoir, or it is also called as a source. The engine receives QH quantity of heat from the source, and say QL amount of heat is rejected to sink. Sink, or it is also called as low temperature reservoir, and generally the sink is the atmosphere, because the heat is rejected to the, finally heat is rejected to the atmosphere. That means QH quantity of that engine receives QH quantity of heat from source and rejects QL quantity of heat to the sink, and the remaining amounts QH minus QL, that is converted into useful work. Okay. Now to calculate the performance of the engine, how the performance of the engine is calculated, that is the thermal efficiency. Thermal efficiency, it is equal to output upon input. What is output? This work is the output. What is the input? Heat is the, from the source heat supplied is the input. Okay. Now what is the output? QH minus QL is the output. What is the input? QH. Or we can write this as 1 minus QL upon QH. 1 minus this quantity, that means efficiency will be always less than 1 or less than 100% in percentage. Or we can also write, if we know the source and sink temperature, if we know the source and sink temperatures, say it is the source temperature is the TH, sink temperature is the TL. If we know this temperature, then we can also calculate the efficiency, that is TH minus TL upon TH. Temperature of temperature of source minus temperature of sink upon minus temperature of sink. In this way also we can calculate the efficiency, theoretical efficiency. Okay, and more, and if you see this equation, more is the TH, more will be the temperature, because we can increase this source temperature. We cannot change this temperature TL, because a sink is the atmosphere. That TL, say at temperature of atmosphere is the TL, that is constant, that we cannot change, but that we cannot change or we cannot decrease, but we can increase this temperature. If you increase the temperature, then efficiency can be increased. Okay. Now we'll see the second application of the second law of thermodynamics. The second application is the heat pump. Now if you see both the diagrams of the heat pump and heat engine, now here the heat is flowing from high temperature to low temperature, from source to sink, STR to LTR. But where now here heat is flowing from low temperature to higher temperature, and also see the direction of the work. Here work is delivered by the device, and here the work is absorbed by the device. Okay. Now see, what is heat pump? Heat pump is a device which is used to absorb the heat from the low temperature reservoir and deliver the heat to high temperature reservoir. Okay. Now here generally atmosphere will act as a low temperature reservoir. Heat is absorbed from LTR, delivered to STR, high temperature reservoir, when work is performed on the device. Otherwise not. This is the application of the clause statement. Okay. Now when work is performed on the device, then only you can transfer the heat from low temperature body to the higher temperature body. Okay. That is the heat pump, and here our aim is to deliver heat to high temperature reservoir. That is our output here. Okay. Now, as the direction of arrows are completely reversed here, hence to avoid the confusion, now now here the performance is represented by the term efficiency. To avoid the confusion, here the performance is represented by the COP, by the term COP, coefficient of performance, to avoid the confusion between heat engine and heat pump. In heat engine we are using the efficiency term, in the heat pump we will use the term COP. Now what is meant by COP? It is definitely as it is the performance output upon input. What is the output? This is the output. Heating effect. How much heat is delivered? How much heat is delivered to that system? That is the output. And what is the input? This work is the input. Work is the input. The COP of heat pump is equal to desired heating effect upon work supply. Desired heating effect is QH, how much amount of heat is delivered per second per minute, like that, QH amount of, and upon work supply, how much work is supplied? QH minus QL. This work is equal to QH minus QL. Like this also we can calculate that. Okay. That means in this way we can calculate the performance of the heat pump, and also from the equation you can see that the COP will be always greater than 1. Okay. Now we will see the third application of second law of thermodynamics. Now if you see this the flow diagram of the heat pump and refrigerator, it is same. There is no change. Heat is flowing from low temperature to high temperature. See the direction of arrow. It is flowing from low temperature to high temperature. Heat is flowing from low temperature to high. And also the work is absorbed by the device. Okay. The arrows and flow diagram is same. So what is the difference here? Now what is refrigerator? Refrigerator is a device which is used to absorb the heat from low temperature reservoir, low temperature body, to absorb the heat from low temperature reservoir or system and deliver it to high temperature reservoir. And here in this case, this atmosphere will act as a high temperature reservoir. Heat is rejected to atmosphere, and here our aim is to refrigerate, that means to make cool this object, to maintain the temperature of this system below atmosphere, to make cool. That is our aim. Here our aim was the heating effect, to deliver the heat to the system, and here our aim is to absorb the heat from the system. Okay, that is the difference. Remaining arrangement and machine will be same. Okay. Now how to calculate the performance of the refrigerator? Now COP. It is also the performance can be calculated as just like that the heat pump. COP, coefficient of performance of the refrigerator. What is the output? Output is the how much heat is absorbed. That means how much cooling effect that machine is providing. How much heat is absorbed per second per minute from that machine. That is the cooling effect. The output is the cooling effect. That means output, desired cooling effect. Output. Input. What is the input? Work is the input. That means desired cooling effect, that is QL amount of heat is absorbed per second per minute per unit time upon what is the work supplied? QH minus QL. That is the work supplied. Okay. Now this was about the applications of the second law of the thermodynamics. Now with this session we have discussed all these three applications, that the heat pump, we have discussed the heat flow, how was the heat flow, whether the it is, and here in all the three applications this is the work delivering device, engine is the work delivering device and these are the work absorbing device. That is also the main difference. Okay. Now this was about the application of the second law of thermodynamics, that is the heat engine, heat pump and refrigerator. Okay. Thank you very much. We will meet again in the next session.